What's up guys, JNO here, and today it's Friday. Tomorrow Game Week 5 kicks off. Let's take a look at my fantasy football team and see what our strategy is after using the wildcard.
Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids more worried about the
So guys, fantasy football is back. I know a lot of you have been asking for it. A lot of you want this to be one of the main focuses of my channel. I will talk a bit more about that on Sit Down Saturday if I get it out this weekend. But here it is, so smash that thumbs up button if you're excited to see some more fantasy football on this channel. Subscribe if you're new, and let's take a look at the team. Okay, as you can see, wildcard is active, which means I could still make quite a few changes before Saturday, before kick-off of the Everton-Chelsea game. As you can see, a lot has changed. There is no more Sunderland defenders or goalkeepers. Just don't trust them anymore. But I've completely changed my goalkeepers. I've now got Fabianski and I've got Butland. The reason for that is Swansea and Stoke, their fixtures are okay-ish rotation-wise for the next 8 game weeks. Fabianski is the keeper I trust. The Swansea team look decent, and Butland has looked good and is impressed. Of course, he won't be playing this game week because Stoke come up against Arsenal, and I imagine Arsenal are going to do some damage. But you can say that about a lot of Arsenal's games recently, and it's not exactly happened. With defence, some of the people that I had in defence have stayed, but I had to get a Man City defender in. I was missing out on points that other people were getting, and I've gone with Kolarov purely because Clichy is injured at the moment, so I don't fear the rotation risk that usually is the case when Champions League football comes around. We've gone with Cedric still. He's one of the highest chance created and key passes defenders in the league at the moment, which is why he's stayed in the team. And then we have Dawson. I believe the West Brom and Southampton game will be quite low scoring. Could be proven wrong, which is why they're both in at the moment, but I can always draft in Damien Francis or Mika Richards. As you can see, I've gone with one expensive defender, one fairly solid defender in Cedric, and then with 3 cheapies. But Dawson, I believe, will get me quite a few clean sheets. At least I'm hoping he will. Okay, if you can hear that, someone's decided to drive past mowing the grass outside, which is fantastic. Thought it'd done. We'll wait till he's gone. Okay, so as you can see, Hazard is out, Pedro is in. I do actually believe Hazard is going to have a good game week, or a good couple of game weeks coming up, but Pedro is cheaper by 2 million, and I think the reason Hazard was so essential originally is because he was in a team where he was the star player. Costa, great striker, but injury prone. Fabregas, great start to last season, but died off. I think to get the Chelsea points, attacking wise, you had to have Hazard. Oscar was a game time risk. Willian at the time was a game time risk. I had hopes for Cuadrado being the other option, but that never panned out. So we're going with Pedro because he's 2 million cheaper, and I think you'll get attacking points from Chelsea with Pedro. We're keeping Mahrez in. His price is still rising, and I've not seen anything yet to suggest he's going to drop off in form, so I'm going to keep him in the team. We're going with Sanchez. He is now my most expensive midfielder. I feel bad for dropping Silva because he's been so consistent for me, but I feel like with Aguero I've got that Man City coverage as long as he starts scoring. And then Andre Ayew, there was no way I was getting rid of him. Seriously, how long does it take you to mow grass? Honourable mention goes to Sacco from Crystal Palace. He's on my bench. I believe if he keeps up the current way he's playing, he should score me quite a few points. So he's on the bench because it's against Man City, but he's been getting in the box a lot, getting those chances, so I think he could be a high scoring midfielder, and I'm going to roll the dice. I'm hoping not many people have picked him, and he'll start getting me some points and I can start catching up on that leaderboard. And then we've got the front three. We have Callum Wilson, the cheapie who's actually scoring some goals. Batafemi Gomez, goal a game so far, so you can't really ignore that in a Swansea side that is looking good. And Aguero, I just can't see it not happening for him. He's going to start scoring, he's getting the chances, he's just not putting them away. I think he will start scoring a lot of goals, but I will keep an eye on it. And if need be, you can take him out, and then I've got quite a bit of money to spend. So guys, that's the team I'm rocking with in Game Week 5. But let's just have a quick look at the groups, the leagues, see who I'm coming up against. Before we do that though, overall points 149, not good enough. The rank is now under the 2 million mark, so we're improving, but still it needs to be a lot better. Because that's 1.9 million out of 3.4. But if we have a quick look at the leagues, let's see who in the head-to-head leagues I'm coming up against. In the Certified Super League, my next opponent is Benteke Fried Chicken, who is 12th and has won 2 games, whereas I've won 3. Although, yeah, he's got less points than me as well. But let's have a look. I know his team could have changed quite a bit, but let's have a look at his team. There we go, Benteke Fried Chicken. He's got Schmeichel, Gomez, Company, Cedric, Torre, Redmond, Hazard, Sanchez, Dini, Aguero, Gomez. Now see, I would have thought that had been a great team at the start of the season, like before we kicked off. Cedric, Company, you've got Torre, Redmond, Hazard, Sanchez. He's managed to fit 2 big hitters in there. Aguero, Gomez. But that's how crazy this start to this season has been. It's made a lot of people rethink their teams. I like the kit, by the way. The pink kit is pretty sick. And then if we go and have a look at Kirkjoy's league, don't think I'll have as big a game as I had like in Game Week 4 against Gingy X. We're coming up against Persepolis, probably not how you say it, who, ooh, that's a game. He's got 180 points compared to my 149, but we've both got 2 wins. I've got a draw and a loss, whereas he's got 2 losses. So it's a big game. If he wins, he goes above me. If I win, I stretch the gap. Let's have a quick look at his team. See, look, his overall rank is so much better than mine. But that's the way head-to-head works. If you get put against the wrong person, then you just don't pick up the points. There we go. So let's have a look at this team. He's got Fabianski, who I've got. Darmian, Gomez, Company, Silva, great pick. Aguero, Gomez, Shaqiri, Payet, Mahrez, Sanchez. Those are all good players. So it might be a hard game week for me to win in Kirkjoy's league, but we shall see. Anyway guys, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll get a sit down Saturday up this weekend, and then we'll go straight into the Fantasy Premier League review of Game Week 5. And I will be updating the page, updating the YouTube channel. I've been watching the votes from last sit down Saturday, and it's very clear what you guys want. So the branding on this channel is probably going to change. But thank you so much for voting if you have voted in that. And remember, as always, stay certified.